For Cameron Poe, it was his first day of freedom in 8 years. He was going home to his family.
Today's flight is a special one. We're populating Louisiana's Felton Penitentiary. These guys are the worst of the worst.
Unfortunately for Poe,
Sweet bird of freedom.
he got on the wrong plane.
Stewardess, what's the in-flight movie today?
From producer Jerry Bruckheimer, who brought us Crimson Tide, and last summer's action thriller, The Rock, comes this year's Ride of the Summer.
Go, go, go! What happened? We got the plane!
Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, and John Malkovich.
3, 2, 1, action!
Con Air.
He's a U.S. Ranger, highly decorated. He's defending his wife, and he killed the guy. Could have happened to you or me.
What motivated me to play Cameron Poe was the notion of the rehabilitated prisoner on parole going home to see his family. It's my daughter.
It says no personal possessions on this airplane.
Just as long as you know I'll be getting that back at some point.
Nick takes you on a ride, a very rough ride. You become him in this movie. What would you do if you're strapped in a plane with a bunch of these insane convicts? What you looking at, punk?
Nothing, I was just admiring your cage. It is an interesting concept to think what would happen if a super criminal took over the plane and had a plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Con Air.
Where are you going with my plane, Cyrus?
We're going to Disneyland.
He's been hired to hijack this plane and hold the guards hostage and they'll escape to South America, and that's the plan.
Jailbird 1, you are not cleared for takeoff.
And nobody on this aircraft gives a flying.
John Cusack plays U.S. Marshal Vince Larkin, who somehow must regain control of Con Air, and his only ally is on the plane.
He has an opportunity to get off the plane, and he doesn't do it. And then I start to think that he could be a guy who might have stayed on the plane to help resolve the situation.
The issue here is how the plane is brought down.
Shoot it down. There are innocent people up there.
He's got a little girl to come home to. He's been waiting for this day for 8 years.
What are you gonna do?
What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to save the day.
Shot on location on the ground and in the skies above Utah and Nevada, Con Air was a massive production that required the filmmakers to expertly combine high-octane stunt work with groundbreaking live special effects and state-of-the-art visual effects.
Well, it's very trying on our production people and our art department, and especially our mechanical and special effects are all doing a great job. And this is the culmination of a lot of work that has taken place.
The best example of this is Con Air's most intricate action sequence, in which a C-123 prop plane crash lands on the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh, this is beautiful.
They did as much as they could with real planes and real crashes, but there's a certain level of action that they simply couldn't do. So we had to come in and figure out a way to make this crash happen. And in order to do that, we built about 250 feet of the Vegas Strip in miniature. We set up background street with the plane and towed it down the street at 40 miles an hour, crashing into things, breaking lampposts. Cars were hitting the plane, bouncing off, exploding in flames.
Viva Las Vegas.
The other type of scene that we did was a digital compositing scene. This is where we shot a background plate on the Vegas Strip with real cars, real people, the real strip. Took all those elements, plane, light passes on the plane, computer-generated smoke for the plane, the background plates, loaded those all in the computer, and then layered them together so that the end result, you see the plane coming down the street, real people, real cars running out of the way.
It was equally important for the filmmakers to have characters and a story that would attract a high-caliber cast.
To get John Cusack, to get John Malkovich, to get Ving Rhames and Steve Buscemi, it's not going to just be a shoot-'em-up. The characters are going to be real, they're going to have depth, and you're going to be able to identify with them.
To me, it was a classic story. It reminded me of like one of those great lifeboat films or submarine films where there's 12 angry men in a tight tin box, and it's the strongest man left standing.
Let's do it.
You can try to give you, a good hour and a half of some real excitement.
He's got the whole world in his hand.
It's smarter and more ironic than your average action film.
It just seemed like a sort of fun, sort of boys' own story. What can go wrong?
Where are they going to land this thing?
How do you feel about the blackjack tables?
We're gonna do something original and special with this one. We want them to have a good time.
Thank you, and have a pleasant flight.